Hello, how you doing? I want to talk about this. Trump, but God. Now, I was not surprised that there was an assassination attempt on Trump's life. I wasn't at all surprised. I did not prophesy anything, okay? But I was not surprised that there was assassination attempt on his life because Trump propagates hatred. If you sow hatred, you're going to reap hatred, period. That's the way of the world. If you sow hatred, you're going to reap hatred. Trump doesn't understand this. I don't think he understands that there's consequences to everything that we do. All these extremists, white, what do you call it? White power and all that, Proud Boys, KKK, Trump endorses all of them. Make America Great Again is an acronym for make America white again. Make America white ruled again. We all know that. Nancy Pelosi knows that. I mean, we all know that, okay? When that young girl was killed in Charlottesville, Trump never offered any apologies to her family, but he just said, stand up, stand tall, some kind of mess like that. But he offered no apologies to that girl's family. He propagates hatred. If you sow hatred, you're going to reap hatred, period. He thinks the Proud Boys and the white supremacists and the KKK, he thinks they love him, but they don't. There's an element that hates him. There's an element that hates his guts, but he thinks they all like him. But there is an element that hates his guts. So, the way I see it, God moved his head about half an inch to the right or half an inch to the left, which caused a graze wound. Half an inch is not very much. It's only about like that. A half an inch is not very much. But God moved his head half an inch to the right or half an inch to the left, and it grazed his ear. I think this is the last warning from God to Trump. This is his last warning. Now, I don't know if Trump's going to survive or not because he's 76, 77. I don't know. This may be Trump's last opportunity to set his heart right before God. Now, personally, if that was me, I sure would come to the cross. I would just say, Lord, create in me a clean heart. Renew a right spirit within me. What is it about me that attracts hatred? King David said, Lord, create a right spirit within me. What is it about me that caused me to kill one of my most loyal soldiers for his wife? There's an element that hates Trump because he propagates hatred. Hatred attracts hatred. Now, I do believe there's going to be a race riot. Now, it may be led by Trump. I don't know, but I definitely believe there's going to be a race riot. It's going to be the blacks against the Venezuelans, the whites against the Venezuelans, and the Central Americans. Why? Because they're getting all the money. They're getting $3,000 a month from the government. We get nothing. Blacks get nothing. White gets nothing. They get $2,000 a month in food stamps. What do we get? 127 with 3 children. That's what a typical white or black American gets. $127 for 3 children. And the blacks, they're getting $2,000 a month in food stamps. They're getting $3,000 just check. Now, when Kentucky flooded and Tennessee flooded, those whites down there and the blacks, they didn't get nothing from the government. They did not get $3,000 a month from the government. But the Venezuelans, no matter how many cops they beat up, the Venezuelans and the Central Americans, no matter if they're serial killers, serial rapists, they get $3,000 at least from the government. Free money. So I don't know if the race riot is going to be. I'm not a prophet. Look, I'm not prophesying anything. I'm talking about basic human behavior. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be a race riot, and it won't surprise me. I don't know if it's going to start in New York. I don't know if it's going to start in Chicago. And I don't know if it's going to be led by Trump or not. I don't know if he will have learned his lesson. The whites and the blacks get no money for flooding. They're getting no money for this in Houston for this blackout. But look, God has mercy on all of us. Despite Trump being a chronic adulterer, despite his financial sins, despite his treating his wife like crap, despite his manipulation of the Supreme Court, despite all that, the Lord had mercy on him, just moved his head half an inch to the right or to the left. But God. Bye. Has Trump learned his lesson? I don't know.